we just had a delivery of wood, and the woodman had a good nosy around and touched all the trees, and then he told me that Steve has cut too many branches off of their trees. You won't like that, I can tell you. But I think he's got a point. If you're from Northern Europe like I am, you'd be used to thinking of winter as downtime. Having a rest. Not here. No, the rest time is high summer here when it's too hot to do anything at all. Now the weather is absolutely perfect for working, and it's taken me years to get my head around this, because for me spring didn't start till at least March. Well, spring is springing already here, and it's 1st of February. Well, as well as the garden and the finca starting to bloom. I say the garden. Getting there, we're getting there. More on that later. But the other thing that suddenly comes to the forefront, and that's spring cleaning. Steve is busy pruning at the moment, and that means there's going to be bonfires. We do mulch, but there are some branches that can't be mulched, and so we burn those. So bonfires is an opportunity to cook outside, and we like to do that. It saves on the gas. It tastes much, much better, honestly, but you need the equipment. And my Dutch oven, which is invaluable, looks like this. Can you see? Maybe you can't. Let me put shadow. There's rust. Yeah, that's from last year's bread. Anyway, I think refurbishing this is definitely on the cards. The truth is, it shouldn't be kept outside because it's too damp. Now, I have a really, really super barbecue set up here, look. And the bread oven. Which also needs a good clean. But, you know, it's a great setup for cooking. But keeping cast iron outside isn't good. Now that I have my new pantry indoors, that's where I need to move all this stuff. Trouble is, the pantry filled up very, very quickly. You know how it is. You got the space, you expand. I also have this. It's a Dutch thing. I have no idea what it's called. The people who owned the finca before us left it. We stupidly put paraffin in it to try and make it work, and it just smoked. And I've since found out that lamp oil, kerosene is better. So it has to be cleaned. And I managed to find online a new wick, and what's it for? You put a pot of stew or a pot of soup on it, and you turn it down low and it just cooks away all day or all night or however long you leave it. And I thought certainly during olive harvest it would be a really useful thing to use, whether it's cheaper than using the slow cooker which is plugged in or to electric, depends on whether we've got sun or not. But on a cloudy day, it's a good idea, I think. Hot water and a little washing up liquid. And in it goes. So, scrub first. The actual pot wasn't too bad. It's the lid that seems to be worse. The idea here is to get off rust. Yeah, there's a bit of rust on there. I'm not too fussed about the outside, to be honest. It's more about the inside. Is that a bit rusty? I think it probably is, you know. There is this feeling or rumour that you should not use soap or washing up liquid with cast iron. When you're refurbishing it like this, it's not an issue. But once it's properly seasoned, you actually can. Occasionally, you know, there's ground in dirt. It's a bit rusty on the handle there. Put that aside for the moment. That is still rusty. It's the outside more than anything. This one is going to need quite a bit, I think. I have a cast iron frying pan which we keep in the house and we use it all the time. It's absolutely amazing. Too heavy for me to lift, unfortunately, but as a cooking vessel it's wonderful. But it's kept in the house and I never have rust issues. I wipe it out to wipe whatever has been cooked in it out. If it's stuck, which happens occasionally, I will soak it first and then wipe it out. I then dry it on top of the gas flame and then I put some oil on a paper towel and I coat it with that, and then I cook it again until on the gas flame until the handle gets hot, and I switch it off, and when it's cooled down it goes back in the cover. It's actually much quicker to do than it is to explain what to do. Because of course this is the bit that is going to touch the food. This is sunflower oil. We have plenty olive oil, but to be honest, it's too good for this. had a bonfire going today, which we don't, I think I might just put this in the fire. But it had to go into the oven because we don't have a fire. Now I should have the oven heating. I haven't. I wasn't planning on doing this today. I had no real idea that my cast iron was in such a state. The neighbours are pruning and I don't know, there's machinery going. I haven't a clue what type of machine it is or what they're doing. Yeah, my pie irons were just as bad, so I think I'm going to have to do something about them as well. Use old stuff, use old stuff. That one needs a bit of a clean up, but these are bad. But because of the wooden handle and the length of the handle, I can't put these in the oven. So tonight when we light the fire, I might try and do them in that. We'll see. I've set it for about 200 degrees, but I'll be honest with you, it does not keep the temperature well. Feels very hot, and that paper has just got very hot and scorched. I was hoping to put this in as well, but I can see it won't fit. Not quite sure how we're going to do that. Okay, timer. If you want an accurate temperature for precision baking, you need an electric oven here. The gas ovens just don't do it. I've set a timer for an hour. Hopefully that's done. It's going to be better than it was before anyway, that's for sure. I'm digging out the compost pile.